The DC Everest softball complex. The playoffs are here. This is the regional finals. DC Everest and Hudson. Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Conley. We'll be underway a little bit early today. Hudson got here with a 13-1 win over number 8 Marshfield. Hudson arrives just 2 games above 500 for the regular season, 13-11. Evergreens are the number 1 seed, so they got a bye. They've been laying in wait for today's home game. Our pregame coverage is brought to you by Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance. At Auto Select, you're good to go. That's Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, Highway 10 East and Church Street in Stevens Point. Hudson arrives wearing the dark blue, gray numerals, and white sanitary socks. Evergreens will be in the home black with green numerals. Yesterday was graduation day at DC Everest. Last day of class was last Friday, so getting ready for game day, you would think you would like everything to be the same, and it's not quite. It's a little bit different when you don't have class and the school year has come to an end. Let's meet the starting lineups for today. Our batting orders are brought to you by Design Theory 19 in downtown Wausau. Design Theory 19 is the industry leader for residential and commercial design. Fresh, unique ideas for remodeling projects and new construction. It's their passion. Learn more at designtheory19.com. That's designtheory19.com. Carly Meyer will lead off for Hudson and play center field. Elsa Brunner, left field, second. Paige Adrian, first base, batting third. Aliana Jewell plays second base and bats fourth. Maddie Schwab is the shortstop, batting fifth. Haley Carlson is in right field, sixth. The designated player is Lexi Hirsch. She will hit for the starting pitcher, Izzy Schiavone. Schiavone, a junior, will start and will not hit tonight. Katie Biljon, seventh, will catch. Beg your pardon, Biljon is 8th and will catch. And Allie Dombrowski will bat 9th and play third base.
Out at right field, number 4, Haley Carlson. Running out the lineup.
Give you the DC Everest batting order in just a moment.
Izzy Schiavone.
Evergreens are a good hitting team, too. They bring Addie Cluck to the mound, the best pitcher in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. She's all-state quality. But the Evergreens are a good hitting team, too. Leading off for Everest in right field, Sydney Spear. Catcher Aubrey Klott bats second. Mara Meverdens at third base, batting third. Piper Scholes is the designated player who hits for shortstop Lauren Semro. The DP Schultz bats fourth. Taylor Friedel's the first baseman, batting sixth. Beg your pardon, we skipped Addison Cluck. Sorry about that. The aforementioned Addison Cluck bats fifth. Taylor Friedel, first base, sixth. Brooke Brown's in left field, seventh. Kelsey Meverdens, the center fielder, batting eighth, and Kelsey Woolley plays second base and bats ninth for the Evergreens. It is a cloudy, but it's turned into a comfortable afternoon. It was chilly earlier today. We're at 71 degrees for first pitch, and the wind is dead calm. So the weather will not be a factor today. The Everest softball field, the softball diamond, has been sandy and loose. We play on the Big Sandy here today. Sometimes you'll want to watch out when players look to make a tough throw. Sometimes that back plant foot slips around on what's been just kind of a loose and sandy softball diamond.
Running out the line for the Evergreens. In that flex spot, shortstop, number 23.
We're going to go down to field level now for our national anthem. We'll be underway a little bit early. Again, Hudson gets here with a 13-1 win over Marshfield. Evergreens with a first-round bye as the number 1 seed. The winner will take on the winner of the Chippewa Falls Wisconsin Rapids softball game, which is just about getting underway right now as well. We'll give you score updates as we can. Now, our Star-Spangled Banner.
Auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
The girls' softball tournament is a single elimination event, so the loser will see their season come to an end this afternoon. DC Everest and Hudson first pitch when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Welcome back to the DC Everest softball complex. These teams did meet earlier during the regular season. The Evergreens were 9-0 winners. Hudson couldn't do anything with Addison Cluck, the Everest pitcher. I think that Hudson is better today, and I believe that the Hudson Raiders will give the Evergreens a tougher game today. Let's see how this unfolds. Hudson fans, welcome over to our Zaleski Sports coverage. Hudson has their own in-house video service. They do a nice job with their games, but this is a road game, so if you found our feed, Hudson fans, we're glad that you're with us here on Zaleski Sports.
Now batting, center fielder.
Kind of a long ride over, 2.5 hours from Hudson to here, which is why the Evergreens are happy to host. Here's Carly Meyer to lead off and get us underway on this Thursday afternoon. Winner is off until Tuesday. First pitch, checked her swing and did not go. It's up high, ball one, and we're underway. Right, winner is off until Tuesday. Loser is off for the summer. Inside corner, strike, 1-1. Evergreens are 22-2 coming into play today. Their only two losses to Toma and to Marshfield, the team that Hudson eliminated earlier in the week. Laid on the swing, tipped back into the catcher's mitt. Strike two. All the way across the athletic fields at Simon Field, the baseball field here at the DC Everest complex. DC Everest is playing Smash, their last regular season game of the year. Swing and a miss. Addison Cluck starts the game by striking out Carly Meyer.
Now batting number 2, Elsa Bruner.
Elsa Bruner to hit now with one out and nobody on. Softball is brought to you by Lead Car Toyota in Wausau. Discover unbeatable deals and award-winning service at Lead Car Toyota, your full-service destination for everything Toyota, and a state-of-the-art collision center. Find Lead Car Toyota at North 20th Avenue in Wausau. Bruner, the lefty, strike one on her. Fouls that one back, and she's down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Nicolet Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or online at nicoletbank.com. That's away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. We invite you, please, if you're in the Wausau area, patronize all of our sponsors. They bring our postseason coverage to life here. Fouled back. We stayed a ball and 2 strikes. Our Zaleski sports family will tell us the playoff games, we have to pay for the broadcast rights to the WIAA. That's how they fund their school membership organization. But it's our sponsors that make this coverage possible. It's down low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Underway about 10 minutes early, which means our friends over at the Chi-Hi Wisconsin Rapids game will likely know who they're playing before they go final. That's up high, 3-2. If Everest wins, they will host on Tuesday, June 3rd. If Hudson springs the upset and wins today, they'll be on the road Tuesday. Bruner was way out in front of that. She swings and misses. 2 up and 2 strikeouts for Addie Cluck.
Number 8, Paige Adrian.
Here's Paige Adrian to hit. 2 outs and nobody on. Swing and a miss. She's late on that. Again, there are just some players, some batters, that can't handle the velocity of Addie Cluck. So you'll see a lot of late swings, not a lot of contact. That's fouled back, 0-2. The Evergreens were a good team last year. Brought back a lot of juniors who are seniors now. They graduated last night. Last time around for this Everest class of 2025. Fouled back. Adrian stays alive, still 0-2. Is one of the things that's made this Everest softball team good this year. Is they've just got a collection of players who've played together forever. Line drive down the left field line. It's foul. Yeah, I mean, there are teammates on this Everest varsity team who were playing together in junior high school. 0-2 pitch, line drive again down the left field side. Lands foul in about the same spot. Cluck bids to strike out the side. Adrian has fouled off the last two pitches that she's seen. Coming home here, pitcher wins the battle. Addison Cluck strikes out the side. Nothing doing in the visitors' half of the first. Evergreens coming to bat when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Izzy Schiavone taking her warm-up tosses. Ready to work to the Everest batting order here in the bottom of the first. Schiavone's a junior, so this is a big spot for a pitcher who's going to be back next year. Hudson finished the regular season 13-11. And Hudson is one of the best athletic departments in the state. So for the softball team to be 2 games above 500, that's not usually where they are this late in the season. But, you know, it's high school athletics. Different players, different personnel every year.
Pitching, Izzy Schiavone.
Here comes Sydney Spear to lead off for the Evergreens.
Number 16, Sydney Spear.
One of the Evergreens' graduating seniors, now a member of the Everest Alumni Club. You, of course, hope that the Everest players were not out too late at that big post-graduation party last night. Sid from the very back of the batter's box. She's a run-up type hitter. Up high and away, ball 1. We're brought to you by Great Lakes Cheese. Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau offers a state-of-the-art facility with excellent benefits, pay, culture, and more. Join a growing company and get your career on the right path. Learn more and apply today at GreatLakesCheese.com. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Spear serves that to left field. It's down for a base hit. Evergreens have the first base runner of the afternoon.
With a leadoff base hit, brings up catcher number 5, Aubrey Klott.
Aubrey Klott's got quite a cheering section here today. Even the dog is watching, right? Indeed. Younger sister, dad just to my left operating the scoreboard. Looking to bunt, runners going anyway, stolen base. Pulled back on what was a ball, and Sydney Spear moves up from first to second. Game like this, boy, you'd love to play from in front. And now Klott's in the RBI spot. looking to bunt again and bunts it foul. We're at a ball and a strike. Wow, the first pitch in the sequence was judged to be a strike. Okay. Klotz down on the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Looking for contact to advance that runner from second to third here. Swing and a miss. Runners going anyway, and third base was left uncovered. The third baseman, Ali Dombrowski, was in 2 or 3 steps to play for a bunt, and no one was covering third. Evergreens picked up on that and took advantage. So Klott has struck out. But while she was in the batter's box, the base runner moved from first to second and now second to third. Here's Mara Meverden for the Evergreens. Little inside, ball 1. With less than 2 outs, lots of ways to get a runner in from third base. Wild pitch, pass ball, ground ball to the infield. Shortstop and second base are playing back here, so a ground ball would bring a run in. Fly ball, this is not going to do it. It's on the infield, shortstop. Maddie Schwab is back to make the catch. There are now 2 outs.
Catch made by Schwab.
Up to Piper Scholes.
Brings up designated player, number 18, Piper Scholes.
Piper has been an offensive threat the entire season. Swinging a good bat. Very capable batter here with 2 down. Trying to pick up a runner at third. Here's the first pitch to Piper. First ball swinging, fouled off over the Hudson dugout and out of play. Into the neighboring yard hydrangea bush. There are many baseballs hidden inside that big bush. Way up high, off the backstop, and then came back to the catcher. No advance from the runner at third base. Very little room between home plate and the chain link backstop. Of course, once you hit the chain link fence, as the ball bounced off to the left or right, that came right back towards the catcher. A break for Hudson. 1-1 pitch. Fly ball to right field. Coming over, center fielder calls off, and Carly Meyer makes the play. Evergreens move a runner to third base, but do not score. 1 inning complete, 0-0 between DC Everest and Hudson on Zaleski Sports.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
Hello, it's Mayor Lois Teastrake asking you to join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Dairy, great time. The fun starts with me on Friday, May 30th at the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment, and later join free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, May 31st, the parade starts at 11 o'clock, and Wenzel Family Plaza will host fun activities. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at the Upham Mansion, and Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting an outdoor beer garden with live music. For more information, go to marshfieldchamber.com.
Softball regional finals today on Zaleski Sports. Yes, hardware will be awarded to the winner of today's game. We'll be down on the diamond for it. Alana Jewell to lead off for Hudson. She's late with a swing and a miss. Addison Cluck, Everest pitcher, has seen 3 batters and has struck them all out. That is typical Addie stuff. We've seen that all season. Inside corner, strike 2. France Propane is your locally owned, complete service propane company serving all of central Wisconsin for 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. France Propane, local, quality, family. Jewell just couldn't catch up with Addie Cluck's pitches. She's late there. She sees 3 pitches and is back to the bench. Maddie Schwab to hit. Down low, ball 1. Just get the feeling for Hudson that base runners are going to be at a premium. They get somebody on, they'll look to bunt or steal a base, anything to get runners into scoring position. Could not hold up there, swing and a miss, 1-1. That was going to be a called strike regardless. Late on that, 1-2. Hudson plays in the Big Rivers Conference. It's the conference that Chippewa Falls and the Eau Claire area schools are all in. It's up high, 2-2. Evergreens have done well against the Big River schools that were on their schedule during the regular part of the season. 2-2 pitch. Late swing, swing and a miss. Addison Cluck has struck out the first 5 today.
At the plate for Hudson, number 16, Ali Dombrowski.
Ali Dombrowski to hit. 2 outs and nobody on. Judged to be a little inside. Ball 1 to Dombrowski. A little inside and just about the same spot. 2 balls, no strikes. Long set, coming home. Strike there. You know what? All 3 of those pitches were in about the same spot. 2 judged to be a ball, 1 to be strike 1. 2-1 now. That's up high, 3-1. Cluck has just been sailing through the Hudson lineup so far. It's a spot where you don't really want to give up a free pass. Called, strike 2. Count fills up. Swing and a miss. Cluck battles back and wins that battle. Ali Dombrowski is struck out. Addie Cluck has faced 6 batters and has struck them all out. We'll go to the bottom of the second next on Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Doctor basically said, you're going to be in a wheelchair and walking with a walker. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's my life? That's my life story? I looked around on the internet and I found Shai at Next Step Prosthetics. And I came in and met with him and I felt so comfortable here, so unfearful. He said, we're going to get you up and walking.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Neither team has broken through yet. We go to the bottom of the second. I'm Chris Conley. Playoff softball on Zaleski Sports today. Evergreen send 5, 6, and 7 in their batting order to hit. Addison Cluck, Taylor Friedel, and Brooke Brown. Fast Pitch is brought to you by Marshfield Dairy Fest. It's May 30th and 31st. Check out marshfield.com for all the details. See you at Marshfield for a fun-filled weekend at Dairy Fest. Tomorrow is the Mayor's Breakfast in Marshfield at the Central Wisconsin State Fairgrounds. I will be there in the morning, because who can pass on a hearty breakfast? The parade is at 10 o'clock on Saturday. Schiavone against Cluck, pitcher to pitcher, to start off the home half of the second inning. Up high, ball 1. Beyond the outfield fence, one dog is playing catch with its owner. And there's another dog in left center field that's just sitting and watching, like, that looks like fun. Taking a strike, 1-1. The Everest softball family has the best behaved dogs anywhere. Even when they're not, they are. One ball and one strike. High and away, 2-1. Izzy Schiavone looks a little uncomfortable with the landing spot in front of the pitcher's mound. Again, each pitcher is different. And the Everest dirt has been so loose all season, you kind of dig a trench. Fly ball to left. Left fielder is turning around. Elsa Brunner is there and makes the catch. There's the first out.
Number 1 brings up first baseman number 8, Taylor Friedel.
Taylor Friedel to hit. Final quick word on Dairy Fest. Looking forward to seeing Marshfield Mayor Lois Teestrake. I remember when she was first voted into office. Cut short one of her vacations to attend Dairy Fest. It is, after all, the mayor's breakfast tomorrow. Mayor's got to be there. Taylor takes up high for ball 1. Lois Teestrake, if you are not a Marshfielder and don't know her, she's a little bit of a character. Always fun to say hello to the mayor. On the outside corner, 1 ball and 1 strike. Do I see that for the parade, the UW marching band is coming up from Madison? Yes, they are. One pitch. A little bit away, 2-1. Evergreens had a leadoff single in the first, moved the runner all the way over to third base, but couldn't pick her up. So the Evergreens have had the only real scoring opportunity in this game so far. 2-1 pitch. Inside corner strike, 2-2. There was something off of that pitch, and pitcher Izzy Schiavone let out some kind of grunt, like maybe she didn't land where she wanted to. She was not reaching back for something extra. Kind of backed up, if anything, on that pitch. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. A little bit low, counts full. Evergreen's looking for another base runner. Let's see what happens here. Izzy to Taylor. Swing and a miss. Pitch may have been a little bit high. Taylor Friedel has struck out. 2 outs and none on for Brooke Brown.
Batting left fielder number 12, Brooke Brown.
Brooke Brown's a dangerous bat. Home run power. Hit some out during her junior year and again here during her senior year. All right, Izzy grunts on every pitch, like many female tennis players. And I heard it once, thought there was something that was amiss. Nope, regular fare. Popped up behind home plate. Going to be a play here, and no one. That may be batter interference. No? No. Because Brooke Brown gets to stay in the batter's box. She stayed there and held her position. Catcher and pitcher converged, and Brooke was kind of in the way, but again, she's in the batter's box, so that's her area. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouled away, 1-2. Brooke waits. Down in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Coming home, swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts now for Izzy Schiavone. 2 innings complete. There's no score between DC Everest and Hudson on Zaleski Sports.
The Hudson Raiders. Nice to see you.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Only one base runner in the ball game so far. We go to the top of the third. Hudson had 6 batters up, and all 6 have struck out. Lexi Hirsch is the designated player, leading off here in the third. 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside, 2-1. I mean, it feels like a game where maybe only a couple of runs will be scored. Games like this sometimes come down to errors, fielding mistakes. Which team can take an extra base? 2 balls and 2 strikes. Addison Cluck has battled back against Lexi Hirsch. Hirsch is the designated player who hits for the pitcher, Schiavone. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. 7 strikeouts in a row for Addie.
Batting catcher number 5, Katie Biljan.
Katie Biljan, the Hudson catcher, will hit now. And just like that, strike 1. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Infinity Exteriors guarantees quality you can quality you can trust. I'm looking at the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Biljan is down on just 3 pitches.
Batting number 4, Haley Carlson, right fielder.
Here comes Haley Carlson. No balls and 1 strike. Boy, Addison Cluck is just locked in, looking to strike out the first 9 batters that she faces. Just inside, 1-1. Yeah, Cluck is just not giving an inch in this game so far. Peterson Kramer Funeral Home is committed to providing personal and compassionate care for each customer. Let Peterson Kramer Funeral Home step up for you in your time of need. A ball and 2 strikes. Addie is bidding to strike out the side for the first 1, 2, 3 innings. Here she comes, up high, 2-2. Got her, swing and a miss. An exceptional start for Addie Cluck. She strikes out the first 9 that she faces. Bottom of the third coming up, 0-0 on Zaleski Sports.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Zero to the bottom of the third. Kelsey Meverden, Kelsey Woolley, and Sydney Spear scheduled to bat for the Evergreens. We are efforting to give you a better camera angle, so stand by. Kelsey Meverden to hit. Strike one. Inside corner, strike two. Izzy Schiavone has pitched well. I mean, she's being outpitched now by Addison Cluck, but I mean, Addie outpitches everybody. Schiavone's been stingy. She's retired the last 6 that she's faced after giving up a leadoff single. Fouled away. Stranding that runner in the first inning at third base. That was a big moment for Hudson defensively. Coming home at no balls and 2 strikes. Outside. 1-2. Innovative Health says pain is your body's check engine light, signaling that something's not right. Come to Innovative Health in Weston for the best chiropractic care. They'll keep your body running the way it's meant to work. Live better, feel better. Innovative Health. Little low. Meverden's trying to battle back in the count here. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on as we play the home half of the third inning. Hudson's a number 9 seed. Evergreen's number 1, and number 9's hanging tough in this game right now. Fouled away over the Everest dugout. Big crowd here for this softball playoff game. Evergreens are well represented. Hudson's brought a lot of people cross-state too. 2-2 pitch. Bounced off the plate and foul. That may have gotten a piece of Kelsey's foot. Yeah, Kelsey's trying to stretch out the left foot there. Ouch. Down low. Meverden is battled back to a full count. A little bit of sunshine breaking through the cloud cover. That's nice. Mutual of Wausau Insurance has been protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Go to mutualofwausau.com, mutualofwausau.com, and find an agent near you.
Meverden draws a walk.
Schiavone issues a leadoff walk here in the home half of the third.
Brings up number 4, second baseman Kelsey Woolley.
I suspect that Kelsey Woolley, the batter now, is going to be asked to lay down a bunt. Second time in the game, the Evergreens have had the leadoff batter aboard. Woolley pulls the bat back, and the pitch is wild over the catcher's head, and the runner moves up anyway. I would not be surprised at all if the bunt is still on. Try and get that runner over to third base. Now, if you push this up the third base side, the Evergreens laid a bunt down there in the first inning. Third baseman's got to come in and play, but the shortstop, who's way, way off the third base bag, has to come over and cover third base. See if Hudson has the right defensive alignment here. The bunt is on, pulled back, and the runner does not advance. 2 balls and no strikes. Sidney Spear, who has the only hit in the game so far, waits in the on-deck circle for the Evergreens. Offered at it, that's a strike. Runner does not advance. 2-1. That runner at second's there via a walk, and the walks always seem to come back to haunt you, don't they? 2-1 pitch. There's no one out. Offered and bunted that foul. 2-2. Trouble getting the bunt down. Hudson is indeed playing the Evergreens much tougher than their first meeting, a 9-0 Everest win. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouled that one away, so Woolley gets a piece, and we'll see another 2-2 pitch. Evergreens threatening again, but neither of these teams has broken through yet. Down low, count is full. So you want Kelsey Woolley to be selective here. Put a good one in play. Lay off one that's out of the strike zone. Swing and a miss. Pitcher wins that battle. Runners go into third. Got to tag the runner out. Throw back across the diamond. Runner is safe. In a strange way, even though that's a strikeout, it's still a productive at-bat. Runner moves up from second to third with 1 out. Here's Sidney Spear with a single, her first time up. Ridgetop Exteriors says just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors. Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. RidgetopExteriors.com. Chippewa Falls is leading Wisconsin Rapids 4-0. They're in the third inning there. Sidney Spear, well hit to left field. Left fielder's going back, will not get it. It's into the corner. The Evergreens will have a lead. A double at least and a triple for Sid, who is 2 for 2 today.
Stand up. RBI triple for senior Sidney Spear.
I mean, the problem with getting Sidney Spears all the way to third base, there's only 1 out, and the Evergreens can put more runs on the board here. A stand-up RBI triple, 1-0 Everest. Sid's going to be at the University of Wisconsin-Madison next year. So there are Badger fans cheering that on. Gets to the backstop. Spear will score on a wild pitch from third base. 2-0 Everest. Bases are empty now. There's only 1 out. Hudson's in some trouble here. I mean, Hudson, when they've been at bat, has yet to put a ball in play, and now they're chasing 2 runs. Ridgetop Exteriors says just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors. Ridgetop Exteriors, they have the winning strategy to protect your home. RidgetopExteriors.com. Leadoff walk came around to score. Sidney Spear with an RBI triple and then came in on the wild pitch. Klott swings and misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside corner strike. A ball and 2 strikes to Aubrey. Klott struck out her first time, 1 of 3 strikeouts for Izzy Schiavone. Fly ball, it's on the infield. Shortstop is calling and catching. Maddie Schwab has retired Aubrey Klott. There's the second out. Mara Meverden popped out her first time up. She's 0 for 1.
Now batting, third baseman number 14, Mara Meverden.
Meverden lays off the high one, ball 1. Evergreens have broken through for 2 runs here in the bottom of the third. On the inside corner, 1-1. I don't know, that may have been inside for a ball, but Blues closer than we are. Yes? Yes. Mara Meverden to shallow right field. A run in, calling and catching is Haley Carlson, and the inning comes to an end. A walk, a triple, and a wild pitch bring in 2 runs for the Evergreens. Our new scores. We go to the top of the 4th. Now DC Everest 2, Hudson nothing on Zaleski Sports.
Take your education out of the classroom and give New Spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Top of the 4th is on. Top of the order to hit for Hudson. Meyer, Bruner, and Adrian have all struck out in their first appearances. Addison Cluck, perfect with 9 strikeouts to 9 batters faced. First pitch to Meyer looking to bunt. It's on the first base line. That's a fair ball and thrown out. Hudson finally puts a ball in play. Taylor Friedel, the first baseman, played it, and Woolley at second base covering. A 3-4 put out if you're scoring with us at home. Of course, you're scoring with us at home, right? Elsa Bruner to hit. The smell of the DC Everest grill is wafting up towards the press box high above. A season's worth of grease. Fly ball to right field. Over towards the foul line is Sidney Spear, calling and catching. There's the second out.
Right fielder, Sidney Spear.
Paige Adrian will bat. 2 outs and none on. Fleet Farm says no matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered. Best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, and snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. Ball 1. Fly ball down the left field line. This is going to be foul. Foul by a couple of feet. Too long of a run for left fielder Brooke Brown. Sherrill Tire and Auto Service says for all your automotive and tire needs, go to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Great deals on tires that fit your needs. They'll get you back on the road. Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. It's away, 2 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Visitors half of the 4th, and Hudson still looking for a first base runner. Up high, full count. Coming home, fouled away. So Paige Adrian will see another in this sequence. We started early. This game is 42 minutes old. Swing and a miss. A 10th strikeout for Addison Cluck. She remains perfect as we go through the bottom of the 4th inning. Everest 2, Hudson nothing on Zaleski Sports.
Leading off, Schultz, followed by Cluck, and then Friedel.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
4, 5, and 6 in the Everest batting order in the home half of the fourth. Piper Scholes to lead off. Flat out to right field her first time up. I'm Chris Conley. Should we tell you the behind-the-scenes story about how we got today's broadcast on the air? Swing and a miss. We usually mount our camera on a tripod. Our tripod is broken. It's missing a bolt, one of the things that secures one of the legs. So the tripod is the tripod that won't. It's a two-legged instead of a three-legged stool. So while trying to get the tripod fixed, our camera, fly ball well hit to center field, going back, unable to make a play is Carly Meyer, the center fielder. A double for Piper Scholes. Bingo, leadoff runner in scoring position.
By Scholes.
Piper, next time, please don't interrupt my story. Thank you.
Number 2.
So while trying to get the camera secured to the tripod that won't, the camera got knocked over and fell from our second-story press box down to the field below. I thought, oh my goodness, the broadcast is not going to happen. The camera is okay, but now we have no tripod. So the camera is mounted now on a tackle box, a first aid kit, and a stack of DC Everest posters. 1, 2, 3, and what looks like some magnet schedules. That's the camera angle you're getting. No tripod here. See, you wouldn't know if I didn't tell you, right? Addison Cluck to hit. Big lead at second base, and retreating is Piper Scholes. Evergreens want to move that runner from second to third. Yeah, we've got just enough random snuff up here in the DC Everest press box, which also kind of doubles as a storage area, that, through bubble gum and fishing wire, we've been able to rig up today's broadcast. Inside for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. When I saw our camera tumble from the second story here down to the field, I thought, oh, sugar. That's exactly what I said. Oh, sugar. And yet our broadcast here is on the air. Check the swing. That costs Addison Cluck a strike. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. None out. Runner at second base. Evergreens looking for more with a 2-0 lead. Well, that just missed. Tough pitch to take. Count is full now. Hitter.
Clock is hit by pitch.
Runner to first and second on the hit batter.
So we have a runner at first and second. Brings up first baseman Taylor Friedel.
Addie Cluck is going to leave the game for a courtesy runner. I mean, that's the only thing that you're concerned about. You don't want Addie to be hurt. She's your star pitcher.
Courtesy runner for Cluck, number 7, Desiree.
Desiree Ringel will be the courtesy runner. Taylor Friedel to hit. Still nobody out. I think Taylor's going to be asked to lay down a bunt here. Indeed she is. Pulls it back. Ball 1, low. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take a look at their commercial on Zaleski Sports. They're doing incredible work. Take your next step. Contact Next Step Prosthetics today. Offered at it, and it's strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Turned out to be a nice afternoon. I see the weather's going to be spectacular this weekend. Sunshine will be in the 70s. Back at home plate, it's a ball and a strike. Looking to get this bunt down. Bunted foul. 1-2. Izzy Schiavone sure could use a strikeout here. Swing and a miss. Catcher couldn't hold it. So Taylor Friedel will see at least one more in this sequence. Middle innings of a fast-moving game. Evergreen's up 2-0 and threatening for more. There is no one out. Hit on the ground. It's up the middle and through. Piper Scholes is going to get the green light, going to try and score from second, and she does. Play over to third late, play over to second. Everybody's safe. Taylor Friedel with an RBI single. Runner moves from first to third, and Taylor Friedel takes second on the throw.
Now batting
3-0.
Fielder number 12, Brooke Brown.
So the Evergreens can really blow this open right here. Hudson will have a conference at the mound. Yeah, the Evergreens, no outs on the bases there. Taylor Friedel's single. Piper Scholes was windmilled around from second, came all the way in to score. Throw was cut off in the play at third. Courtesy runner was safe. Ringel was in there. And then Taylor Friedel knew when the play was over at third that she should take a base from first to second, and she did. So the Evergreens played that perfectly. 3-0, none out, and 2 in scoring position. It's looking like if the Evergreens hold this lead that they'll be hosting Chippewa Falls. Chi-High is up 7-0. That game's in the top of the 5th. Chi-High over Wisconsin Rapids. So the Red Raiders season could be coming to an end today. Brooke Brown here. Up high, ball 1. We bragged during her first at-bat about the home run power of Brooke Brown. Brooke could easily put one over the left field fence here. Outside, 2-0. I mean, it is only 3-0. But if Brown somehow reaches, say she works out a walk, then the bases would be full with nobody out. And the Evergreens could really break this game open. There's a strike, 2-1. Hudson plays the infield in a step. They may try and cut down that runner at home on a ground ball. Outside, 3-1.
No, I know. It's easy, isn't it?
Up high, it's a walk, and the bases are indeed full.
Draws a walk.
Kelsey Meverden walked and scored the first run of the game. She'll bat now.
Kelsey Meverden.
Hudson's got a force at any base, including home plate. But the first out has been elusive here. Strike 1. Boy, when the bases are full, you really need first pitch to be strike 1, and Izzy Schiavone got that here. Soft fly, and the second baseman can't get it. She was in a step, and a run will score. If she was back at regular depth, that's a routine play for Aliana Jewell. Instead, it's not. It's an RBI seeing eye single. Evergreens have 3 hits in the inning and now have 2 runs in.
Kelsey Meverden.
That's just kind of bad luck for Hudson. Play the second baseman in the normal spot. And there's out one. You know what? They're calling that an infield fly. Infield fly rule gives Hudson an out there. So Kelsey Meverden does not reach. On the infield fly, runners advance at their own risk. Kelsey Woolley fouls that off. I don't know, and what you're looking for on the infield fly is the ball going to land on the dirt part of the infield, then the infield fly rule is right. If it's going to be in the shallowest part of the outfield, there should be no infield fly there. I think that's the right call. Swing and a miss. No RBI for Kelsey Meverden. Waiting on an 0-2 pitch to Kelsey Woolley. That's away. A ball and 2 strikes. You're thinking the Evergreens are looking for one more hit. A hit to the outfield could bring in 2 more runs. Could put the Evergreens really in a comfortable spot here. Fouled off down the third base side, off the facing of the Hudson dugout. One out, 2 in scoring position, and a 1-2 count to Kelsey Woolley, who struck out her first time. She's 0 for 1 today. Away, 2-2. Sydney Spear awaits in the on-deck circle, and there's been no bigger bat this afternoon. Sid is 2 for 2. Ground ball, shortstop bobbles, throws to first, got her. That's an out. A run comes in. It's a productive at-bat for Kelsey Woolley. Maddie Schwab made a nice play at shortstop. Runner comes in from third. Runner advances from second to third. 5-0.
Batting number 16, Sydney Spear.
Sydney Spear singled and doubled. Beg your pardon, singled and tripled. Strike 1 to Sid. Brooke Brown's the runner at third. Sydney Spear trying to pick her up. Senior on the bases, senior at the plate. Offered and pulled the bat back. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Evergreen's got 2 runs in the third. They've tacked on 3 more here in the fourth. Called, strike 2. Izzy Schiavone, Hudson pitcher, trying to limit the damage right here. And that's away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Boy, it was cloudy and gloomy earlier today. Sunshine's burned off some of the clouds, turned into a very nice afternoon. 2-2, 2 outs. Serve to center field, 3 for 3 today for Sydney Spear. What a nice game.
3 for 3 today for Sydney Spear.
Spear's got 2 singles and an extra base hit and knocks in a run. 6-0 Everest.
Brings up catcher number 5, Aubrey Clott.
So Sydney Spear is dialed in against Izzy Schiavone. Aubrey Clott becomes the 8th Evergreen batter to hit in this home 4th inning. Strike 1 on the outside corner. That's high and away. Sidney Spears going to take second base. Pitch went back to the backstop. Aubrey Klott is 0 for 2 today, but now has an RBI possibility if she can hit to the outfield. Fouled off, 1-2. Winner of this game plays again on Tuesday. Evergreen's likely right now to host Chippewa Falls. Another backspin. First baseman picks it up and makes the play. That ball was going to the right, then was suddenly going to the left. Paige Adrian did a good job staying with it. The inning comes to an end. Evergreens get 4 hits, 4 more runs. Our new scores, we go to the top of the 5th, 6-0 Everest on Zaleski Sports.
DC Everest Evergreen 6.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Top of the 5th. Addison Cluck has been perfect. Hudson has not had a base runner. The Raiders have just had nothing to work with in this ballgame. And the Evergreens have stretched this out to a 6-0 lead. 4, 5, and 6 in the Hudson batting order to face Addison Cluck. Just want to make sure that Addie is okay. Addie was hit by a pitch when she was at bat in the 8-batter 4th inning. Evergreens used a courtesy runner for her after that.
Now batting number 9, Elena Jewell.
Elena Jewell to hit. 0 for 1 today. Up high, ball 1. Addie kind of sat on the bench for a long time in the 4th inning as the Evergreens put 4 more runs across. Down low, 2 balls and no strikes. Addison Cluck is not allowed a hit, no walks, 10 strikeouts. Swing and a miss, 2-1. I mean, what Hudson really needs is base runners. Any way you can get a base runner. That's away. 3 balls and 1 strike. Hudson is 1 more out of the strike zone from getting their first base runner. Strike on the outside corner. Count goes full. Addie just hasn't really been behind anyone in the game either. 3-2 pitch. Swing and fouled off. That may have been heading a little outside. Got to protect, right? Got to protect. Fouled off again. That was going to be a strike. Had to swing and protect there. Evergreens have checked all the boxes in this game. They haven't played in a week. Wrapped up their regular season a week ago today against Wausau West. That one's fouled off too. So Alana Jewell is turning out to be a tough customer in this at-bat. Count stays full. She's going to see an 8th pitch in this sequence. Swing and fouls that one back too. Yeah, this is the best at-bat of the game for Hudson. Fouled off again. Just over the home bleachers behind home plate, out of play. Again, if Everest advances, they'll play what is certain to be their final home game of the year next Tuesday. Swing and a miss. Addie Cluck battles all the way back and wins that battle against Aliana Jewell. It's her 11th strikeout. Maddie Schwab to hit with 1 out and no one on.
Batting shortstop number 10, Maddie Schwab.
The sectional finals this year being hosted by Stevens Point. We'll be over at WIAC Park for that. Next week, baseball tournament begins. Swing and a miss, late on that. No balls, 2 strikes. Everest baseball's a number 2 seed, so they'll get a home game next week. In fact, they get a first-round bye and then a home game. Just outside, 1-2. Fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Late swing, swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Addison Cluck. Maddie Schwab is 0 for 2, striking out in both of her plate appearances.
Batting number 16, third baseman, Allie Dombrowski.
Here's Allie Dombrowski to hit with 2 outs and none aboard. Strike 1 on the outside corner. We should offer our congratulations to the Everest baseball team with a regular season win yesterday over Spash. They are the outright Wisconsin Valley Conference champions. And they did it down at Buchholz Field in Stevens Point, a place where the Evergreens never seem to win. They were trailing 2-1 in the home half of the 7th. Swing and a miss there. Evergreens rallied to win that game and to win the conference title. Addison Cluck has struck out the side here in the 5th, 13 strikeouts, and is not allowed a base runner. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Everest 6, Hudson nothing on Zaleski Sports.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from their simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
Mara Meverden to lead off the home half of the 5th for the Evergreens. Scoreless to the 3rd inning when the Evergreens broke through with 2 runs, 4 more in the 4th, and 3, 4, and 5 in their batting order to hit here.
New pitcher, number 14, Brenna Abro.
Brenna Abro, new pitcher for Hudson.
Batting, Mara Meverden.
Mara takes ball 1. Brenna Abro is a freshman. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and 1 strike. So you give the freshman a little bit of a taste of what playoff softball is like. Inside out swing, it's popped up on the infield. Paige Adrian, first base, is over to make the play.
Paige Adrian for out number 1 brings up designated player number 18, Piper Scholes.
Piper doubled to deep center field her last time up. Started off that rally for the 4th inning. Bats here in the 5th with 1 out and nobody on. Outside, ball 1. Two balls, no strikes. I don't know, what's the bus ride home like for a team like Hudson? Again, a loss here would end their season, and it's a long bus ride home, 2+ hours. A lot of times after losses, the bus ride home is completely quiet. Single for Piper Scholes. She joins the 2-hit club.
Piper Scholes. That brings up pitcher number 2, Addison Cluck.
I'm not sure if it would be a silent bus ride home. It's the end of your season. It's the last time your team will all be together. I'd want to spend some time talking about the good times. Addison Cluck was hit by a pitch. The courtesy runner that took first base for her came around to score. Cluck is officially 0 for 1 today. Looking to bunt that runner over and bunts it foul. Yeah, I mean, a loss that ends your season. Right, enjoy your time with your teammates, by all means. Hudson was certainly not favored as they came over here today. I mean, the Evergreens have played 24 games and have won 22 of them. Inside out swing, it's down for a hit. Cluck has done a little bit of everything. 13 strikeouts, cooking on a perfect game, and now has a hit too. Taylor Friedel to bat. Courtesy runner comes out for Addison Cluck. That's Desiree Ringel, who ran for her the last time she was on base. Inside out swing, fouled off. I mean, in a blowout game like this, the Evergreens, what do you want? You want to protect Addison Cluck. No injury. If you could, you'd wrap her in bubble wrap, wouldn't you? Unwrap her for next Tuesday's game. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Taylor Friedel. 1 for 2 today with a hit, scored in that 4-run 4th. Up high and away, a ball and 2 strikes. Just because this could happen with a 6-0 lead, the 10-run slaughter rule batter, is in the on-deck circle. There is 1 out. See if that circumstance comes up. Low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brenna Habro, second pitcher used by Hudson today. Waits for a moment while Taylor Friedel steps out. Freshman to senior. Hit on the ground to short. Bobbled, play to third, out. The force out is made at third base.
Nice play by Schwab.
Friedel reaches on a fielder's choice. The lead runner is the second out of the inning.
Left fielder Brooke Brown.
Here comes Brooke Brown. A walk and a strikeout for Brooke today. Brooke, one of the members of the just graduated class of 2025. Still first and second, but now there are two down. And that's away for ball one. The feedback that I have heard, it's the first time that the Evergreens held their graduation ceremony at the new Greenheck Turner Community Center, the big field house. That went very well. Future graduations for Everest, no weather concerns, and it's so big in there. Every family member, every friend, every person in the neighborhood's got a seat waiting for them. 1-1. When the Evergreens used to graduate over at the football field at Steam Stadium, of course, weather could be touch and go for spring graduation ceremonies outdoors. Down low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Kelsey Meverden will get a chance to hit if the inning continues. That's up high. 3 balls and a strike. Brenna Habro is in danger of loading up the bases. Little cat and mouse here. Brooke Brown steps out. Freshman pitcher Habro will have to wait for a moment. Swing and a miss. That was high above the letters. That was going to be ball 4. Instead, the count is full. Checked her swing, went too far. Brooke Brown has struck out and the inning comes to an end. Evergreens get 2 hits but do not score. We'll go to the top of the 6th next. 6-0 Everest leads Hudson on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Doctor basically said, you're going to be in a wheelchair and walk in with a walker. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's my life. That's my life story. I looked around on the internet and I found Shai at Next Step Prosthetics. And I came in and met with him and I felt so comfortable here, so unfearful. He said, we're going to get you up and walking.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
It's getting late for Hudson. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Lexi Hirsch, the designated player, takes away ball 1. Addison Cluck, the Everest senior, is working on a perfect game as we go to the top of the 6th. There's a strike, 1-1. Cluck has retired all 15 batters that she's faced. Only 2 of them have put the ball in play. So that's 13 strikeouts. Swing and a miss, a ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, Cluck is the very definition of dialed in for this game. Two balls and 2 strikes. Wisconsin Rapids has been heard from in that other divisional final game. Chi-High 7, Rapids 2. They're in the 6th inning now. Cluck to Hirsch, swing and a miss. Strikeout number 14 for Addie. She struck out the last 5 batters that she's faced.
Batting catcher number 5, Kate Bilgen.
Kate Bilgen will hit with 1 out and nobody on. Inside, ball 1. Nope, called a strike. Beg your pardon. We're brought to you by Newton Electric. From residential to commercial, industrial to agriculture, Newton Electric in Wausau, serving central Wisconsin since 1977. Give them a call or find them online at Newton ELEC. That's newtonelec.com. Clock is quickly ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. Outside, 1-2. Evergreen's own the hit column 7-0. Late swing and fouled off. We'll stay at a ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch, popped up. Foul territory. It's over the Hudson dugout and out of play. Who are the 2 Hudson players who have put the ball in play? Elsa Brunner and Carly Meyer. Meyer hit a squibber on the infield up the first base line and was retired. Brunner flied out to right field. Otherwise, for the Evergreens defensively, it's been the Addison Cluck show. 1-2 pitch inside. 2-2. And that's away. The count is full. This is the closest that Hudson has been in a while to a base runner. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Battling back for another strikeout.
Batting number 4, right fielder, Haley Carlson.
Here's Haley Carlson with 2 outs and nobody on. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Carlson struck out her first time up, 0 for 1 today. It's away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. 7 strikeouts in a row for Addison Cluck. Stick around for the visitors' half of the 7th. Addison Cluck will be bidding for a perfect game. Evergreens are coming up in the bottom of the 6th with a 6-0 lead on Zaleski Sports.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
Take your education out of the classroom and give New Spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
Bottom of the 6th coming on. Evergreens lead 6-0. Kelsey Meverden, Kelsey Woolley, and Sydney Spear, who is 3 for 3. Sid's bidding for a rare 4-hit fast pitch game when she comes up later this inning. And we're brought to you by John's Auto Repair. For all of your auto repair needs, Mosinee and Rothschild turn to John's Auto Repair. Just off Business 51 north of Mosinee. It's auto repair you can trust. They'll have it done right and get you on your way. John's Auto Repair. Meverden walked and popped out on an infield fly. Inside, ball 1. Hambro was reached for 2 hits but was not scored on in the 5th inning, so she's out for her 2nd inning of work. Izzy Schiavone, the starting pitcher for Hudson, worked innings 1 through 4, didn't pitch poorly. 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, a walk, hit a batter. And Schiavone, the junior, stands to be the losing pitcher today unless Hudson's got a big comeback. Back at home plate, it's a ball and a strike to Kelsey Meverden. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. High and away, 3 balls and a strike. So the Evergreens are threatening to get the lead runner aboard here. Inside corner, called strike, 3-2. Inside, called strike 3. Kelsey Meverden did a little bunny hop back like she disagreed with that. She is out. 2nd strikeout for Brenna Habro in relief.
Batting for the Evergreens, number 27, Madeline Hoppy.
Madeline Hoppy will get a turn. She'll bat for Kelsey Woolley here. Ball 1. Woolley was 0 for 2. Hoppy is taking her first turn at the plate here. Checked her swing, that's outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Madeline Hoppy's a sophomore. Not everyone's graduating from this Everest team. Called strike, 2-1. Low, 3-1. Well hit ball to left center field. Center fielder's going back, couple of steps short of the chain link fence. Carly Meyer makes the catch. Madeline Hoppy is out.
Meyer for out number 2 of the inning.
2 outs.
Brings up right fielder, leadoff hitter, number 16, Sydney Spear.
Sydney Spear comes up with 2 outs and nobody on. This is a stats at bat if there ever was one. Sid is 3 for 3. Going for a 4-hit afternoon. And will secure herself a spot on the Merrill Steele postgame show with a 4-hit day if she delivers here. Addison Cluck for sure. Maybe we'll have 2 players come over for postgame coverage. Sydney Spear could join the group. Two balls and no strikes. Sydney Spear does not want to be walked here. She wants a hit. 2 singles and a triple for Sid so far. Fouled off, 2-1. This is Sid's first at-bat against the relief pitcher, Brenna Habro. Sydney Spear lays down a bunt, and she's going to have a 4-hit game. See, you can do it all different kinds of ways. Sydney Spear, 3 singles and a triple. She's 4 for 4 today.
That's 3 singles and a triple for Spear. Brings up catcher
Aubrey Klott to hit now with 2 outs and a runner aboard. Aubrey is 0 for 3 today. And that's away, ball 1. So Sydney Spear has 3 hard hit balls and a bunt for a 4-for-4 afternoon. Gets away from the catcher. Pass ball will move Sid up to second base. For Klott, 2 balls, no strikes. Hitter's spot here. Up high, 3-0. There are 2 outs. Fly ball on the infield. This should end the inning. Second baseman calling and catching. Aliana Jewell has retired Aubrey Klott. It's 6-0 Everest. Don't go anywhere. Addison Cluck is bidding for a perfect game when we come back to play the top of the 7th. That's up next on Zaleski Sports.
Hello, it's Mayor Lois T. Strake asking you to join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Dairy, great time. The fun starts with me on Friday, May 30th at the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment, and later join free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, May 31st, the parade starts at 11 o'clock, and Wenzel Family Plaza will host fun activities. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at the Upham Mansion, and Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting an outdoor beer garden with live music. For more information, go to marshfieldchamber.com.
Addison Cluck takes the mound. She has struck out the last 7. And as we go to the top of the 7th, she has faced the minimum. To lock down this perfect game, she'll have to retire the number 1, number 2, and number 3 batters in the Hudson batting order. So these are Hudson's best bats. Meyer, Brunner, and Adrian to hit. Addison started off the ball game by striking out the first 9 batters. Went right through the Hudson batting order, top to bottom, and struck everyone out. 16 strikeouts now on the Cluck K counter. Meyer is one of the 2 Hudson players who put the ball in play on the infield and was thrown out. Fouls the first off, strike 1. The Evergreens advance. They'll play Chippewa Falls on Tuesday right here. Ongoing coverage on Zaleski Sports. Fly ball to center. Kelsey Meverden is back and makes the catch. There's the first out here in the 7th. Although the Everest defense has not really been called on so far in this game, the Evergreens are a good defensive team.
Now batting number 2, Elsa Brunner.
Here's Elsa Brunner, 0 for 2. Strikeout and a flyout. That's up high, ball 1. I'm not sure if that Rapids Chi High game has gone final, but Chi High has led throughout that afternoon. Strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Up high, 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, that game's gone to the top of the 7th. Chi High leads Wisconsin Rapids 7-2. Just outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Cluck will take a moment to gather herself and to tie her right shoelace. 3 balls and 1 strike. Cluck to Brunner. Fouled off. 3-2. That pitch was going to be a strike. Post-game coverage to follow once the Evergreens record the final out. Ground ball past the diving shortstop Lauren Semro. The perfect game is broken up. Clean hit, no doubt about it. Still a tremendous outing for Addison Cluck.
Elsa Brunner with a base hit.
Tip your hat to Elsa, a well-hit ball. and a 1-out base runner. Fly ball to right, over into the gap, reaching up, unable to make the play is Sidney Spear. Back-to-back hits. They're going to get a batter in the rundown here, and there'll be a second out made on the bases. Paige Adrian will get credit for a hit. And then an out on the bases. Wasn't going to make it to second, turned back, and was tagged out. Runner advances all the way to third base. There are 2 outs. Hudson's down to their final out here. So there'll be no perfect game today. Alana Jewell is 0 for 2. She struck out twice in the ballgame. Yeah, take nothing away from Addison Cluck. A 16 strikeout game. She'll surrender 2 hits. Shallow right field coming in, making the catch is Sidney Spear. The ball game is over. Evergreens dominate Hudson. The final score is 6-0. Evergreen 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. For Hudson, no runs on 2 hits. Both of the hits came with 1 out in the 7th inning, breaking up a perfect game bid for Addison Cluck, who finishes with 16 strikeouts, no walks. Evergreens advance. They'll play Chippewa Falls on Tuesday here at the Everest Softball Complex. For the Hudson Raiders, congratulations to their seniors, their class of 2025, who are ending their high school softball career this afternoon. Again, repeating our final score, DC Everest 6, Hudson nothing. The Evergreens
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
Bunt to go 4 for 4. Who are we kidding? It's the Merrill Steel postgame show. The Evergreens are postseason regional champions with a 6-0 win over Hudson. I'm Chris Conley. Coach, this is a nice win because there's so much going on. It's hard to lock in and play as well as they did. School year ends, there's graduation, and there's playoff softball.
I mean, one thing, our seniors just graduated the day before, but they knew that they needed to lock in and be focused for this day, which they showed they were.
Obviously, the team continues to just be loose, which is really a nice quality, that when you have a senior-based team, that the team looks like they're still having fun, even though there's got to be a little pressure when you get to this part of the season.
Yeah, I mean, they know they have to start hitting the ball a little bit quicker and a little bit sooner and get those clutch hits when we need them. But, I mean, that looseness kind of keeps things fresh. And
talk to me about Addison's game today. I mean, she's just locked in. She gave Hudson so little to work with in this game.
She knows her role. I mean, she knows her role, and she plays it to the best of her ability.
Evergreens will be right back here on Tuesday against Chippewa Falls. That game will also be here on Zaleski Sports. So you're bidding for a perfect game in the 7th inning. Did you kind of know that situation when you saw that hit go through the left side?
Not really. I don't really know. I wasn't paying attention to that much. I don't know.
That's almost hard to believe, but yet it was really, I thought, a locked-in performance. Like I said, Hudson just had very little to work with against you today.
Yeah, I just had to figure out the strike zone, and Aubrey's really great. Brinkman, she calls pitches really well, so that helps too.
It's a 16 strikeout, no hit, no walks, no hit batter game for Addie Cluck. Congratulations for a tremendous ball game today. Let's talk to 4 for 4 Sydney Spear, who's got what? A triple, 2 singles, and a bunt base hit in your final at bat. Tell us a little about your day today.
I just want to get on. I want to put pressure on the other team. And in the beginning of the season, I said I really want to work on myself and being aggressive on the bases and challenging the opposing teams.
Yeah, I mean, look, this Everest team does a lot of things good. You've got an elite pitcher, obviously, but the team is good defensively, and I've got a lot of players that can hit you.
Yeah, we've been working hard about knowing each other and knowing the zone, so we're good at communicating when we get out of the box or off the bases. And I feel like we're good at making adjustments later on not later on, but earlier on the game than later.
Evergreen's got a final home game. It'll be on Tuesday against Chippewa Falls, who advanced by defeating Wisconsin Rapids earlier today. Everything at the concession stand must go, so come out here Tuesday. Congratulations to the Evergreen 6-0 winners over Hudson today. That's going to wrap up our Merrill Steel postgame show. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us on Zaleski Sports. All right, do an in the house for us, please.
So do you go and I go, and then you say you're in the house?
Okay. I'm Addison.
And I'm Sydney.
And we're
in the house.
Please, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.